across every age, every battlefield, every forgotten corner of history. There are fights where tactics fade, where plans crumble, and all that's left is instinct, will, and the roar of warriors. The Mythics have felt that roar. Last battle, they stood on the cliff's edge, staring down certain defeat, with the weight of failure closing in around them. But when the darkness pressed hardest, they answered back with steel, with fire and fury. They fought tooth and nail, through the mud, through the blood, dragging victory back from the jaws of oblivion. And now, they return to the battlefield. Not polished, not perfect, but victorious. And standing across from them, rise the Psychos, their armor still shattered, scars still fresh, pride still bleeding. But where some see ruin, they see fuel. They are chaos made flesh, a storm with no center. And now, they march with one thing on their mind: break something, anything, everything. Steel on steel, will against will, hearts pounding in time with the drums of war. And when it ends, when the dirt settles, when the last scream fades into the clouds, one army will stand atop the wreckage, and the other will become part of the battlefield they tried to conquer. Mythics, Psychos, through mud and blood, let the reckoning begin.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another night of Frog Giggers Anonymous Season 2 action. We've got in front of us one of those matchups that feels like a turning point for both of these squads. Joining me tonight, me, Stanky Fingers, and breaking down the plays with me, reading between the lines, and making me sound smarter than I already am. The one, the only, Deifier 16. Great to have you here, man. How are you feeling headed into this matchup?
Man, it is great being here, man. I'm super excited for this matchup. Both teams bring kind of a different energy into the games, and honestly, I think we're in for a pretty fun match.
Let's just jump right into it. First off, let's talk Psychos. Last week, not great. What do you think they really need to change in order to bounce back from that poor performance?
That's a great question. This team has it all. They have the firepower from Froof, consistency from JFW, and the comms and intel from Goose. Last game, there seemed to be no plan, no structure. It was kind of like three players playing three different games.
Absolutely.
Froof needs to lock in a game plan and execute it. I will add this. Last season, Psychos had a super slow start. Looked similar to how they looked this season. And we know how that story ended.
Yeah, eerily similar start. Just no coordination on attacks, but it ironed itself out. Let's flip over. Let's talk Mythics. Their comeback last week, a huge moment for them. But now our big question is, was it a one-time spark, or are they kind of starting to gel and figure things out?
That's the other storyline we're looking at tonight. Mythics. I think the Mythics turned a corner with that win. Confidence does pretty crazy things for a team's chemistry. Red Rorschach keeps leading. If he keeps leading the way he did, and Daddy Two Eyes keeps showing up in big moments, they're going to be tough to deal with. They just need to avoid these super slow starts that they kind of are known for, and because the Psychos can end things pretty quickly.
Absolutely. Bottom line, we got two teams in this matchup, both with something to prove, two very different play styles, and about 45 different ways this match could get wild, a little bit freaky up in here. Now, before we get going, it's probably a good idea, we figured, to bring in somebody who actually understands emotional stability. You know her. We all love her. It's time for Siege Mommy.
All right, psychos. Mommy's got the winning formula. Step 1, push everything. Confidence over competence. Step 2, if you see a window, jump through it. And step 3, if all goes wrong, just blame Lang. Works every time. All right, Mythics. Number 1, stick together. This isn't recess, no wandering off. Number 2, use your words, not your screams. And number 3, make good choices. If it feels dumb, probably is. Oh, yeah, Day of Fire 16. He's got a very special chapter with the family computer. He says he's looking up Call of Duty cheats, but it's really mainly looking for lonely singles in the area.
A big thanks, as always, to Siege Mommy, keeping our spirits high, our trauma low, and reminding these players that emotional damage doesn't always show up on the scoreboard. And hey, everybody, tune in next time to figure out which of her children still wets the bed. But for now, let's just go ahead and shift gears and meet the players taking the stage for tonight's matchup. Here are your lineups for the Psychos versus Mythics.
And now, introducing Team Mythics.
Red Rorschach, 93, aka Papa Joe. Self-taught state, major, trial and error.
Daddy Two Eyes, Getty's teeth.
The player, formerly known as Bilbo B.T. Baggins. Mrs. Walker's school for tactical insertions and hard breaches.
And now introducing Team Psychos.
Fruitzilla, Bartlett University.
John from work. I don't always jerk it, but when I do, I use Jergens.
Goose Guy 20, Fruitzilla Penitentiary. Best position? None.
And there you have it. Two squads ready to roll. Lots of firepower on both sides tonight. But before we get started into round one, let's just go ahead and hear from the voices that are leading these teams. Tonight we have one, the only, Mr. Fruitzilla. Welcome to the booth, Mr. Zilla.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. I'm sure you might have seen the latest issue of the Swamp Report that was floating around this week. How would you like to answer those questions? To answer those questioning your commitment to the Psychos, you handed your team a list that had areas that each player needed to improve on. You included yourself in that list, but you left that section blank. What do you have to say about that?
Clearly, I know what my problems are. I don't need to hand them a list of things for them to work on. For me, I've got that list myself. It's written down. It's actually framed on my wall. I look to it every round to see what I can do better to improve.
Would you like to maybe share just a little insight on what might actually be on that list?
Number one, I'm too psycho. You gotta either embrace it or calm it down. That's the number one.
Makes sense. And then the other thing we wanted to touch on before we let you go, get back to your boys, the vacation after a loss that bad? Was it like a pre-planned thing, or was it sort of just a way to clear your head?
Definitely spur of the moment. Went into the woods, into a cabin, closed the door, didn't leave until I found myself. No lights, no stimulation, no anything.
Your posts on the socials and whatnot beg to differ a bit, but we'll go ahead and let you go. Thank you for stopping by. Good luck in your matchup.
Thank you.
quite the response from the man leading the Psychos. Let's just see if he backs it up tonight. Now joining us, the
Hey
captain of
guys,
the
good to be
Mythics.
here. Thanks for having me. Ever
Oh,
since I got that
hey,
call
hey,
from
hey,
cut
hey,
him,
hey,
cut him,
whoa,
cut him,
whoa,
cut him.
whoa, cut him. Oh, we apologize for that, Mr. Rorschach. That's kind of awkward. Would you care to comment on what just happened and the article that was released earlier this week?
It's getting out of hand. It really is. Like, this is ridiculous. I was put in charge of this team. He had his chance to take the reins, and he denied it. Like, he was too scared to take a team. So, like, he's gonna have to live with that with this season, and that's that. Like, everyone else could just take all of this nonsense and shove it.
All right. And just
he's
like
gone.
that, he's gone. All right. We've broken it down. I don't even honestly know how to break that down. That's an issue for their ownership. would hate to be a fly on the wall in their next meeting. But we've broken it all down as best we can: the wins, the losses, the mistakes, and the moments of brilliance. None of that matters now because everything that's been said has been said. It gets erased the second the fight starts the first round. Two teams standing on the edge and staring down another fight. So buckle up, grab your popcorn, and settle in because it's time for the Mythics versus the Psychos. And this one is going to be good.
Go. Let's see. Everybody good to go? Let's see. Everybody's checked. Stream's good?
Stream is looking good, I'm guessing.
Let me just make sure real quick one more time.
Double check, and we'll hop right into this bad boy.
Here we go,
Nice.
boys.
Send it. The moment we've all been waiting for. First map, Border.
Interesting. Good.
A comfort pick for both teams, I feel like.
Great for both teams. As some would say, some players would say, it's their favorite map.
Some could say that. Some could be wrong. I don't understand how this could be a favorite, but we'll go from there. Oh, big shout out to our boy James Lyden in the chat. Welcome, sir.
Welcome, James.
Looks like a pretty typical. They're going bathroom first, but they're bringing the Cade and the Arunis to start.
Joe loves that
no
Cade.
Surprise there.
Yep. Stopping that hatch.
Got fireworks going off outside, and we're going to get fireworks going on in this matchup. Let's get this party started, boys.
Sure, it's fireworks. It's Berea, man.
Nope, it is Berea. It could be a little sketchy.
All right.
You know what? There we go.
Shouldn't see anything too crazy out of this defense.
Yep, I do like the Goose Guy bringing the hard breach. We got John's Fried Chicken, our boy John from work, with his go-to pick there. Loves some blowy up drones, and the Fruitzilla Ying. I can speak from experience that Ying is not fun to play against.
See if we can get some.
Especially on this site, let me tell you.
Trying to see where some of the cap cans were going down, but might have already placed them.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
It looks like our attackers are spawning east side. Might be going for an east push up here. Try to get the upper ground and then maybe work down on them. We'll see. The rappels are going up. Second floor has been, looks like the target here. Up to down on them.
And they don't have a way of dealing with this claw.
They do not. That could come back to bite them.
Do we know where John's?
John's still upstairs, or still on drones. We got Day of Fire's playing on, or Day of Fire. Daddy Two Eyes playing on East Stairs, and Red Rorschach is holding down the A site. Should have the sound cue of them rappelling in or up to roof. So they should have a general idea of where they're pushing from. John's off of his drone. He's content with what he's seen. Like to see Goose Guy rotate around to meet up with the rest of his boys.
And there he goes.
Fruitzilla and Daddy Two Eyes are exchanging some fire. Fruitzilla gets the worst end of that. Looks like John's going to be opening up into that customs room where our old boy Bilbo, BT Baggins, keeping it clean, is looking to hold that area with Daddy Two Eyes holding the rotate into the square. They're content with just letting Red Rorschach hold site. They are able to support, but they're not really on site. More droning going out from the Psychos. It's a nice change. And John picks up a quick kill through the hole in the wall on customs on keeping it clean. First
Goose
blood.
Guy's trying to push Daddy Two Eyes here.
Yep, pushing down east. Daddy Two Eyes has gone back. Fruitzilla's up on top of the new balcony. John's fried chicken hits the cap cane.
Daddy Two Eyes has been pushed back to site.
The defenders here, though, the Mythics, do have a general idea of where the push should be coming from.
Clean.
Daddy Two Eyes picks up Goose Guy, yep. And Fruitzilla's in the exact same spot. And might get fried by that same angle. Red Rorschach has a tight angle here on John's fried chicken. Hits the extinguisher to buy himself some cover. Fruitzilla's in open area now, pushing windows. Daddy Two Eyes has a tight angle. Red Rorschach picks up the chicken man, and Fruitzilla has no time left. He's got to go. Hops into sight and gets gunned down by Red Rorschach. That is a good hold. The downside of not being able to get the hatch, maybe? Or just slow push typical Psychos?
I think the hatch is the key there. It allows Red Rorschach to play where he played.
Safely, and with no other floor destruction either. No buck, no ram, nothing. The Echo and the Brava. I like the Echo ban out of the Psychos. Keep denying that intel.
Well, Valk's kind of give a little bit of more intel.
Yep.
I'd like to see the Psychos try just to get a plant off. Just have a goal. Go for that goal.
I will say that worked wonders with our attack in our last match. We went into it with just the game plan of, look, if nothing else, we're going to all three stick together on attacks. If we can plant, great. But if nothing else, it gave us an objective.
Yep.
Just a sense of
something that they can,
urgency and something that we can work towards. Yep. We got the Maestro coming in from our boy Bilbo. Wouldn't be they banned the Brava, so that will stay. It's almost a full intel squad with the entry denial of Daddy Two Eyes.
Yep.
The 2-1. That's a good lineup.
It's going to be tough to push this. They don't have a way of. They're not holding the wall, so.
They're not holding a wall. I would expect a Red Rorschach to have a C4 underneath.
The Psychos aren't trying to get a wall,
though. They are not. They're content with pushing doors. Old Bilbo's playing, or up in office, it looks like, holding that area, at least putting down his cameras to get that intel. With Red Rorschach playing in security with the run-out pre-made. Dirty. Trying to catch somebody off guard, but he's going to be there sitting there for a while. Nobody's going to push that side. Looks like the east push is coming from the Psychos.
Fruit's droning Goose in. Ike sees it and probably knows where it came from.
Yep, should know. John goes ahead and opens up window. The keeping it clean is rotating back to provide more support on A, with Red Rorschach still looks like insecurity rotating around to the new balk. Maybe looking to put pressure on the east stairs. Yeah, he's rotating all the way around to east. He might be picking up Goose Guy here. We'll see what happens.
Got some shots on him, but nothing too serious.
They go ahead and get that first Maestro in on A. That's big. If they can just get the Nomads down to push Daddy Two Eyes off A. Red Rorschach is underneath. Got cams, got his intel. Ready to play the C4 game from underneath. John's Fried Chicken is not on site with the diffuser. Fruitzilla goes down quick to a dirty angle from Daddy Two Eyes. Old Goose Guy is sort of stuck all alone here. He's going to have to make a push onto A while John's Fried Chicken does come back to site. That little bit of brief time that Red Rorschach spent on East has got Goose Guy paranoid. So he was checking it, and died with his gadget out. It all comes down to John.
I can't find John. Do you know where he is?
He's outside of East Stairs. Just switch it to him. Let's let him have it. First person on John. Let's see what he's got. Trying to trade shots there with keeping it clean. He's rotating back into security through break room. Red Rorschach's coming up main stairs. Might be able to pick him off here. They trade. Red Rorschach goes down. Good kill by John. He's got 30 seconds and 2 kills to get. Daddy Two Eyes does have a tight angle on main. He's backing off though, playing time. Smart game. If I'm John, I'm taking it right to office. Yep, he's going in through office. Does he know he's there? He does not. There's the clutch.
I think
Well
these,
structurally played.
Yeah, I think these defenses are going to be tough to crack. We kind of know how within our group we attack.
Some of us do.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Stevie Wonder. Love that guy. If you ever need a plant, he's your man. The Aruni, they finally banned it. They finally banned it. No surprise there.
I kind of would like to see their Rooney band first in their next game.
And let him play the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, that impacted them more than a threat of a mirror would have, I feel like.
Just something Ike's or Daddy Two Eyes is comfortable with right now.
Yeah, bringing out the Goyo, though, that's bad. Nice to see the Blackbeard in the 3rd round, just in case it goes to overtime out of John.
He's pulled that move once or twice before.
He sure has. The 0-2 Froof is not something that we've grown accustomed to, so I wouldn't expect that to continue. He'll wake up eventually. And with my luck, it'll be whenever my team plays him. The Azami out of our old boy Bilbo. Well, keeping it clean. Don't honestly remember the last time I saw him play her. But she does have the Capcan gun, and he is very well versed with that piece of machinery.
They have vacated site.
They have completely left site. Old boy Billy on bro, our boy, what's up? How you doing, sir? Welcome. You've missed 2 very standard defensive holds out of the Mythics. I love the gridlock play out of Froofy, or Froofzilla. Just from past playing with Red Rorschach, they should know that he is an upstairs down kind of guy on this side. With that in mind, if it were me, I would have had my boys just push into the bathroom and take it from there. Daddy Two Eyes quickly makes it a 3v2 with a quick frag on Al. Apologizes for it, which is, I mean, I won't say it's scummy, but kind of unnecessary. Red Rorschach holding down the window of B from above, with Daddy Two Eyes also holding a tight angle there. Billy on bro's calling it. He wants to see some pace out of the Psychos. If that's what you were wanting to see, sir, sorry, because that's not what you're getting. Red Rorschach is going to be laying down fire on John from up top if he tries to enter through the window. Fruitzilla is throwing some smokes and some Gridlock's down, maybe to cause some distractions while John rotates off window. Johns goes ahead and drones it out. Drones Daddy Two Eyes. They should know that Red Rorschach is up top above them. Meanwhile,
they cannot keep this push going. They got to do something else.
Yeah, they got to switch it up. Keeping it clean is holding down the other area of sight. There's that window play from Red Rorschach on John's Fried Chicken. Let's see Froofy do what Froofy does. He picks up one on Daddy Two Eyes. The repelling up, which needed to be done a while ago, so he can force off Red Rorschach.
He still has plenty of time. 50 seconds.
Yep.
If he can do it.
Loads of time. And he's got that sidearm shotgun, so he can open hatches if he needs.
Didn't shoot the cam, smart.
Yeah, didn't shoot the cam. The hatch inside of small office is soft, so he can shotgun that and drop sight if he picks up the kill on Red Rorschach.
Red knows he has diffuser.
Oh, Froofy hears the trouble underneath, picks up the kill on keeping it clean, is rotating out in. Oh, he's got to go grab the diffuser. Yep, he's got the diffuser. He's got to get back in the sight.
That's hatch that Red.
That's the hatch. Yep. Roof is playing an interesting game here. He gets the plant down in a not traditional site. Red Rorschach doesn't quite know where it is, does get the drop on him, and should get the kill on them. And bonus, gets the defuse.
Well done.
And just like that, Psychos are in dangerous territory.
Froof woke up, though.
Froof woke up, picked up 2 solid kills there, and did Froofy things by getting the diffuser and getting the plant off. And we knew this map coming into it was going to be defensive sided, so 3-0 isn't where you want to be, 2-1 is okay, but the 2-1 is pretty much expected, I feel like.
Do you think we see a worse first approach, or just get one and go?
Goose Guy throwing the shade on the dirty scumbag. Well done, sir. If it were me, I'm going in a... There's 2 mindsets. It's the worst first, but I feel like with this, especially with the lack of momentum they've been able to generate through their first game and the start of this game, you kind of want to see that,
just a win.
Just a win. Let's get a win on the board. It's similar to the how the Mythics approached down 0-3 in their matchup against the Revenants in week 1. It's, let's just get a win and we'll go from here.
Let's look at the scoreboard. We haven't done that much.
We have not. Goose Guy laying a goose egg on that kill column. Don't love to see it.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see a B attack, B push here from these guys. I think Red's gonna realize.
Call for it?
Yep.
Think everybody's been pushing A. Let's go ahead and just push B. Hey, if it's a plan, it's better than what the Psychos just had. Goose Guy playing a Rooney, you do like to see that. I feel like that's good utility, and it's simple.
DMR is also assuming
he's not using the DMR. Nope. Using the old commando.
16 bullets is kind of rough.
16 bullets is rough, but I do like the Psychos lineup here. I feel like they've brought the pieces needed to get the win. The interesting wall strategy here, though, having half of it open on main wall on B site.
I don't know who's playing it, though. Roof did it, and he's not playing it, so...
He'll rotate back around. Give him a second. Although Froof usually does like the hold fountain in A, I feel like. John's on cams, just cycling through, trying to get some intel. Daddy Two Eyes has pushed into East. Actually, he's back out. With a Red Rorschach and a Keeping It Clean, looking to push security and or B site. See how they decide. Frusilla underneath landing, or at least opening up some holes, some lines of sight to push Daddy Two Eyes off of top of East. They did trade, but Frusilla got the worst of it. Red Rorschach is pushing up to the main wall of B with Keeping It Clean hot on his tail. John might be able to stop him here. We will see.
Goose took a ton of damage from Daddy.
From Daddy. Ends up going down to Daddy. That's a hard start. Red Rorschach and John's Fried Chicken should be engaging here in some sort of firefight. Looks like John did land some damage on keeping it clean. Froofy is dancing with Daddy Two Eyes in the hallway. You gotta... Oh, he's underneath him. Got me good. All right, Froofy's rotating back up main stairs, it looks like, and Daddy Two Eyes is regrouping with the rest of the Mythics to get a push on B, just like you called. John's in a rough spot right now. He's having to hold the whole site by himself while Froofy rotates back up east. John does pick up the 1 kill on keeping it clean, making it a 2v2. Daddy Two Eyes and Red Rorschach do start to push in. John's just hiding behind the bomb. Let's see if he can get the kill on Daddy and make it a 2v1. He downs him, gets the kill. Red Rorschach, here you go. I do not envy Red Rorschach in this situation with Froofzilla flanking right behind him. He hears him, though.
He heard it. Yep.
Yep, the smoke. Shotgun 1, shotgun 2.
Well done.
Shotgun win for the Psychos. Good stuff. And there it is.
John,
got some momentum.
Yeah, John also getting on the board, or being a part of it. I think will help.
A leading part of it. Picked up those, I guess, technically 1 kill, but
Froofy needs to give Al or Goose something to do, like some sort of.
I feel like the Aruni Gates were good. Like, I don't feel like that was a waste of a pick.
Yeah. Maybe just give him a place to play, a spot to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, less of a roam, more of a hold this doorway.
Yeah, old Daddy Two Eyes will. We know one thing about him. He'll pick apart all those.
He's not good at killing top boys, but he can gobble up some bottom boys. No offense, Goose Guy. And he hunts them down. That's the thing.
Attackers need to locate
Classic.
and defuse as many
Classic.
bombs as they can.
We got the Goose Guy Cade, also not rocking the shotgun, the DMR style weapon.
That one might be a little bit trickier to handle, but
yeah,
still, it's kind of nice having that high damage.
I'm going to mute my mic and crack open a spicy water. Give me 1 moment. Didn't mute my mic and figured you might want to hear it. Everybody listen up.
Holy, is that just a can of air?
Crispy. It might as well have been.
Locate and defuse a bomb.
Froofzilla looking to hold down security. John from Goose Guy. Goose Guy holding down A, playing that Red Rorschach role.
I like this a lot.
And John's Fried Chicken with a good Legion pick. Love to see it.
Yep. Red loves going up top here, though. Like he loves that top down.
It's going to be tough getting that Cade Claw, though.
It sure is. Daddy droning himself in on East.
All 3 of the Mythics on drones.
That's just where the Psychos like to have them.
Yep. Red Rorschach has droned out through A and B. Does get the intel of where Goose Guy is and John.
Daddy loves coming down these east stairs. We're just playing that balcony. He'll get down there quick and kind of catch people off guard.
There's not going to be anybody to catch it. I fear is going to be the problem. Goose Guy is playing in that second set of bookcases, and it's kind of immune from that balcony. They're blowing stuff up from the window, not able to get the hatch open. Looks like Red Rorschach and keeping it clean, trying to tag team that Cade Claw to no avail. The hatch stays electrified.
Daddy's down east.
Attackers drop the defuse.
All the way down east, John from work fries Red Rorschach from below. That's right where the Psychos need to be. Daddy Two Eyes evens it up, though. The refrag. in the time frame of a refrag, not on the same guy, on Goose Guy. Should free up B. John has rotated back to B.
Matthew
Froof is making a big rotate. Yep, he needs to get in the play. Froofy picks up Daddy, just like that. And it's a 2v1.
We'll give it to
Godspeed.
We'll give it to
him.
Bilbo.
About to be a one-on-one as John gets stuck trying to go through the rotate. Giving it clean, lands a blast or two on his spleen.
A little too much chicken.
A little too much chicken, buddy. All right, he has entered the building. He's applying some pressure on double windows. Frufzilla should get that call out and should rotate around to hold the line of sight on that big door. There it is.
There it is.
And just like that, we're on the verge of overtime, boys. And boys and Jim.
10:30. It's getting close to old James's bedtime, I think.
It's past 10:30. I think he's had his prune smoothing, is about to go hit the can and then go to bed.
Anything happening in chat?
We got Billy on Bro talking about how huge and hung John is. That's about it.
I mean, don't we know it?
I think that's just par for the course at this point. And he is on the verge. 84 is about to start a chant for us here. And Billy Ambrose virgin. Nice.
Wow. Can't say that's a huge surprise.
That explains the kids. All right. Match point. Let's see what the Psycho's got for us.
Red bringing Blackbeard. That could be big. He has been money
huge.
with him lately.
Yep. That's the return fire on the John's Fried Chicken Blackbeard. Both of them round 3. I'm around 1 on that.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. You can have Brava, you can have Fuse, and you can have Nomad.
He's done something bad to you, hasn't he?
Yes. Blackbeard or Red?
All.
Yes.
I love the frost out of Goose. I think that's huge.
That's the kind of play you'd be wanting out of him? Yeah. And he's putting him east stairs. Love to see it. Go ahead and catch you a daddy.
Yeah, catch you. Let's watch that. We'll do welcome Matt. This is Tony. This is for Tony. Where is it on east?
It's in a weird kind of bad spot, but it's at the bottom of east. Gotta go down the floor. Yeah, go down the floor. And
you know, it might catch you, daddy.
It might catch you, daddy. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, daddy's gone the other way.
Yep. Not enough honey in that honey pot for the daddy. I like to rotate into bathroom out of the Psychos. Gives them a larger area to retake and regain control of site if needed. Froof is like anything you can do, I can do better, Mr. Rorschach. I'll be up top playing the window.
He's going to get
pressed.
Looks
like that. He's getting pressed. Daddy Two Eyes and Keeping It Clean are doing the 1-2 drone out. Red Rorschach picks up Goose Guy from window. Not sure if he saw the frost, but I should be aware. Froof hasn't fully vacated that second floor, as sort of just hanging around long enough to make him wonder.
Nice getting out of that.
It's going to be a problem, though, for John if they do decide to push. Oh, Froofy with that dirty run out says,
that's huge.
Your shield is useless now,
Daddy
sir.
picked up on that, though.
Yep.
Holy crud.
That's intense. Froof got pinged twice by that. They are still up top, so they're looking for Froofzilla, and Froofzilla is gone.
He was content to take those pings and just get out.
Yep. And castle it up, he says. Let's board this puppy up. They have the rotate to be. They know that the ceiling is open, so they should be pretty content just to stay out of there and sort of see what happens. They are in the driver's seat now.
Daddy called the bail on that upstairs, and they're just going straight to site.
I mean, it's kind of what you got to do. John is in a dirty spot here to pick up Daddy. If if and when he comes through that door. Daddy Two Eyes is pushed into customs. Going to be making a push here from this east side of site. Frusilla does castle the wall back up.
Well done.
Yep. Daddy's making a big rotate all the way to bathroom. Frusilla should be able to hear this. Is looking to have line of sight on that. The 1, the 2, the overtime, boys. Here we go.
Wow. Let's see what chat thinks. Who do you guys got winning this?
We'll start with Billy on Bro first. Who you got, Billy on Bro?
Who do we got on defense? Psychos. Huge for the Psychos.
Yep, that defense first is huge.
Huge.
Billy on Bro says, wow, he is very impressed with the Psychos' ability to hold defense, and he is taking the Psychos all day long.
I like it.
Never doubt a Fruitzilla, he says.
The momentum's on their side, and it's almost enough for them to pick up the 1-2 here to get that first attack win.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Respawn, my boy. Respawn's calling out the Mythics. Thanks for tuning in, my boy.
What up,
Love to see you.
Switched up too. This is genius.
Yeah, don't go to the same spot first twice, I guess.
I
They
like
do
it.
need to make sure they get the hatch. And Goose Guy's sticking with that Cade. It completely shut him out last time. They're not really switching to get it. They are switching from IQ to 0 with Daddy Two Eyes there.
That could do it, couldn't it? No,
He ends up deciding to stay. It could do it. Goose Guy is getting the hatch right about now, so they will have to deal with that. I think if you put the claw directly on it, he can't shoot through it. So I don't know. I don't play Cade and I don't play IQ. So, and honestly, I'm not good at the game. So take my opinion and throw it out the window. Here we go.
Upstairs push, or are they kind of? No, they're kind of
looks
going.
like they think they're going
Just playing right into
non-vertical.
Froofs.
They're going right into Froof's trap. He welcomes you to come into his security room.
Let's check out old Froof here. See what he sees.
He sees a insta pick on one of these 2 clowns about to push into his doorway, and he needs to run. He has been made. They know he's there.
Oh,
and he picks it up. That is crispy. That's just what they needed. Here we go. He landed some big shots on Daddy Two Eyes. He is absolutely lit, having to bail on that push. This is the captain we knew we had in Fruitzilla.
This is scary.
His vacation was clearly a mental retreat. He is refocused and ready to deliver.
And what Froofs has done is he has switched the push to play right into his teammates'
defense.
Hands.
Yep. Now you have to push from this east side here, coming right into John's line of sight and Goose Guy's line of sight,
while also having to look out still for Froofy in workshop. It's not looking great.
The ace charge is going down. They are managing to get wall. Goose Guy's in a little bit of a bind here. Daddy Two Eyes is looking to take the fight to Fruitzilla. He knows if they're going to win, it has to be with him getting got. But he gets got instead. 3v1, keeping it clean. Let's see what he's got. No pressure. They are swarming. The cycles are all on him. John, they're just trading back and forth, back and forth. They know exactly where he is. Fruitzilla is going to just take the fight, I think. And gets the kill. There you go. There's that ace.
Let's get a little score update here. Looking good.
And there's the Froof.
Hate to see it.
Yep. Wish I had played him week 1. I would He thought this was an attacker's map. I guess he has not ever looked at our attacker stats this season. Because they are abysmal. Looks like the Mythics are content with this upstairs hold, not one to... Actually, no, that's the switch from them too, isn't it?
It sure is.
They went bathroom first.
Um,
Billy on Bro says the froof will set you free. Amen.
I like the ops for the attackers here. They're getting a wall. That's their goal.
And they're getting wall and forcing gunfights, which has been their specialty so far. And honestly, that simplicity of get wall, push side kind of negates Red Rorschach's Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm.
You don't. If you're doing something that simple, it doesn't matter if you know what we're doing.
Yep.
10 seconds to
And honestly, the same with keeping it clean. I mean, the turrets, the cameras are nice, but you're not going to stop a plant with one.
Red holding security is the key here. I'm not sure where the attackers are attacking, but yeah, this is going to be the battle right here.
And if their last round was any indication of how they plan on playing, I think it'll be a drone him out, send John in there with that shield, and we're going to go get him. Yep. They droned him out. They got to make their way up there. Red Rorschach does drop it down to first floor. So there's that little bit of intel that, you know, that camera's gone. Last they saw him, he was upstairs, and he is just out of there.
It's hard to
Looking
take
to
that
maybe get
position back, though, for Red. Like,
Yeah, you got 2 staircases to go up. He might be making a... No, I thought he was going to make a run out underneath, but nope. He's just hopping on cams, getting that intel pretty far away from sight. So they should drone it out and probably get a push going.
They didn't realize
It's
he
like-
dropped, though, so they're wasting a little
Yep.
bit of time here trying to find him.
John has just droned it out, so they should know that security is clear.
B is clear. B is wide open.
Oh, there's that C4 on Goose guy from underneath. Hate to see it. Red Rorschach does make it back up to top main. And he is all the way back on site. So we have keeping it clean, holding down the office, and looks like Red Rorschach and Daddy Two Eyes holding down the B site. It'd be hard to communicate and get it off in the moment, but Fruzilla could switch to A and get something going.
It's like John
one nade.
wants to bail on it.
He might just be holding the flank. We'll see here what exactly they plan to do. He should hear Red underneath him. Looks like Daddy Two Eyes landed some hits on John. He's not in the greatest shape here as they come down to the crunch time here. Fruzilla has pushed in the side, is getting the plant down. It's just a bait. We know it's a bait. The ring around the Rosen with Daddy Two Eyes. 1 Legion in. Froof needs to get this kill. He goes ahead and gets it. The refrag, though, on John from Red Rorschach underneath. And there it is. The late flank from keeping it clean to pick up that kill on Froof and secure the round.
It was well done by Bilbo, or whatever his name is.
Yep.
Switch spots.
Yep, exactly. Know where they're at and just rotate around to catch them in the backside. And this is it. Do we see an attacker win all map? Honestly, I'm inclined to say no. Because it's not like the Psychos have a bad option here. They
Yes,
just go up top.
I do think that this Mythics team can attack this site. Probably the best. Like, this is probably their best attack site.
Would you switch it up? Would you go the vents?
Well, that's tough.
I wouldn't. I feel like this is... Sure, it's the one that they know how to attack the best, but it's also the one the Psychos know how to defend the best.
It
So
was
it's kind of in
it
a
was
pickle
tough
here.
for them last time. They got pushed out of sight and kind of had to... Froof had to kind of do a retake. So, I don't know. It's
I know
moot
it's a
point at
little
this
bit cringe. Wouldn't have hated to see a clash out of Goose Guy.
point. What's cringe about a little clash on border? Excuse me.
Oh, nothing. Let me tell you. Red Rorschach has snuck his drone in sight. Goose Guy got
Goose
it. There
can
you
smell
go.
that.
He can sniff that out from a mile away. He says, "Get that weak crap out of here, boy."
He can kill a drone.
Hasn't killed a person yet, but he can kill a drone. 80 Poor's calling the quick plant. Let's see what we got.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's see if old daddy is going east again. He is. When things go bad, he reverts.
Yep, just needed those Goose Guy honeypots on east. Clamp up those feet. Red Rorschach's looking to get that push on A started. With Fruitzilla underneath, I don't think it'll matter. I mean, you can get to that concrete side, that west side of the site, and plant and not have to worry about the underneath play, but he is smoke, so he can just chuck a thingy up.
Oh, Roofy's playing underneath window in office. I didn't realize that.
Yep. The smoke does land some damage on Red Rorschach. Interesting technique. We'll see. We'll see if it comes back to bite him or not.
I kind of like having Froof on site. It's kind of scary not to have him there, but I mean, he's playing all of underneath.
It would be different if you were an Orcs or something that could get back to site quickly, but he's stuck in that same bind. He's got 2 staircases.
He's got plant spots covered though.
Billy Umbro's calling the slow plant. It's looking like a good call. The Mythics have taken control of office and office hall and office window. Keeping it clean, hops in window. Fruitzilla should hear that underneath. They are exchanging some bullets. Nothing big landed. Nothing of note. Red Rorschach might be dropping hatch to get this play on Fruitzilla. We'll see what he decides to do. If it were me, I'm just pushing to sight. Take Fruitzilla underneath it and go. Red Rorschach picks up Goose Guy. 3v2 for the Mythics. Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to rotate through to Fountain.
Oh no, John dropped hatch.
John just accidentally fell hatch.
Given sight.
They have completely lost sight, but the Mythics might not know this yet. They're still approaching it very cautiously. Yep. John is back up top. Red Rorschach's in. Daddy Two Eyes is entered behind. The plant should be going down. Fruitzilla will be able to pick this up, I'd imagine.
He can't hear it.
He's getting the smoke. Smoke goes down. The diffuser's down.
Ike Daddy is standing in the...
He is living in that smoke. It's a 3v1 for Fruitzilla. I don't understand that smoke.
I'm on the wrong guy here. Well,
keeping it clean, picks it up. There's that attacker's win in round 1 for the Mythics. What a wild round.
Yep.
John doesn't fall. I don't know if that goes the same way. Good win out of the Mythics.
Well done out of the Mythics to finally get that attack.
That was an exciting round. You can't ever exciting match. You can't be upset with 9 rounds.
That was wild.
Some good stat padding too there. Yeah, the smoke must have been too high, Billy Umbro. It must have been up in the rafters or something. That's the only explanation.
Surely it was on the floor.
Daddy was standing right in it. Go ahead and pop into that. I guess we got an ad break here, folks. So we will be back after this quick word from tonight's sponsors.
And now a quick word from tonight's sponsors.
Hold on to your wigs, babes. There's a new bird in town, and she's plant-based, fabulous, and ready to serve. Welcome to Chick-fil-Gay, the only fried chicken joint where the seasoning is queer, the oil is hot, and the homophobia is left outside with yesterday's garbage. You heard me right. We're talking crispy, cruelty-free chicken sandwiches that slay, waffle fries that snatch, and sauces that are thicker than your situationship. And guess what? We're queer-owned. We're open on Sundays, and we don't need to pray the gay away. We marinate it in 11 herbs and fabulousness. At Chick-fil Gay, we don't care who you kiss, what you wear, or how you identify, as long as you come hungry and ready to vibe. You want brunch with a side of drag? Done. You want a nugget bucket big enough for your throuple? Done. You want a place where being too loud, too proud, or too glittery is the dress code? Baby, welcome home. So sashay your way down to Chick-fil Gay, where every bite says, we're here, we're queer, and we deep fry with cheer. Chick-fil Gay. Come get this crispy come up, darling. The revolution is seasoned and served.
You ever been so broke you start looking at Craigslist miscellaneous gigs and think, yeah, I could do that. That's where I live now. Hi, I'm Logan, and I'm available for literally anything. And I mean anything. I've babysat snakes. I've dry humped a piñata for a bachelorette party. Once slow danced with a taxidermy wolf for $12 in a Capri Sun. This isn't a resume, it's a menu. You want a man to pretend to be your jealous ex at your wedding? I'll show up in a mesh tank top and kiss the groom. Need someone to lie under your glass coffee table while you monologue about your failed music career? I bring my own tarp. I'm 6 feet of confusion. Part-time baritone. Full-time yes man. Hire me and I'll alphabetize your trauma. Pay me double and I'll react it with sock puppets. I don't do background checks. I do background moans. And I've got a safe word, but I've never used it. I once got paid to whisper sweet nothings to a Roomba. It still texts me. Don't think of this as an employment. Think of this as a spiritual chaos with direct deposit. I'm not just for hire, I'm for keeps. Call now and I'll throw in a moan for free.
All right. Welcome back, boys and men. No girls watching this. Welcome back. Let's get kicking. Round 2. See if they're ready. Yep. Hey, let me tell you something. That Logan, he's a handyman, and he's a handyman, if you know what I'm saying. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I think Red Rorschach wants us to know that we are waiting on Trumbull. Maybe he should dial it down. AD Poor is out of the chat. He said he is headed to Waffle House with a $5 and he will be back in 20 minutes. Wild first round. You expect to see a similar game here, defensive sided, offensive sided. What are you thinking? I feel like it's not our best attacking map, which you could pretty much say about any map. I'm feeling a 2-1 and a 2-1. I think we see overtime again. They are ready. Okay, calm down there. Let's enough talking about it. Let's see it happen. I do like that Psycho's defense first. Kind of get him back in that groove. The goose is about to be loosed. He'll get it. And there it is. There's your Blackbeard band right out the gate. No surprise there.
I think I've had my audio muted. Or my mic.
Nice. I've been sounding like a complete idiot talking to
Well, it was
myself.
kind of planned.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Let's see if we
Billy
can-
Umbro agrees with the 2-1 call, favoring the defense. That's exactly what I'm thinking, sir. 2-1 for Psychos, and then 2-1 for Mythics. Overtime, here we come. John from work flexing on us with that sexy background. And it's not guaranteed contribution in the traditional way, but the Valkyrie out of Goose Guy is a really solid play.
That's kind of what I would like to have, like just intel. If he dies early, he can get on intel and just provide help.
Exactly. Default site here at the gate. No surprise there. Although, honestly, I am one that prefers the bedroom to this, and that's not even the second best site on this game, on this map.
I don't know about that.
I feel like B is very easy to take, especially in 5v5s. 3v3 is not so much.
I think A is the attack here. I think you can just get that plant off right behind the bomb super easily.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
We'll find out which way the Mythics want to
see
try.
what they do.
New camera feed up and running. Ready for company.
Looks like we got a double frost mat in Hookah. That Daddy 2i is playing Deimos can be a little bit worrisome of the defenders, especially, you know, if he gets that tag. Like I was saying earlier, he likes to hunt down those 2s and 3s guys. If he gets that tag on Goose Guy, it's Panic City.
Yeah, what's old Red planning to do with the Maru here? Like, where's the entry point? Is it luggage? Is that where he's going?
Maybe. I mean, there's the tag on Deimos, Deimos tag on Fruitzilla. And that's a really inopportune time for the Psychos to get that tag. He is so far off site. Daddy's not really opting to push it. It seemed more of an intel grabbing and then space grabbing maneuver. Red Rorschach is taking some damage from Goose Guy, but does manage to pick up that kill. That was the play. Hatch. Yep. Keeping it clean is trying to follow behind him in Aqua. Fruitzilla is tagged again by Deimos. They should know that that flank is able to come out of Fruitzilla. He's rotated back down though. John's fried chicken dies to Red Rorschach with that double kill, and the pings are still going off on Froofy. Plant's going down from keeping it clean, right behind that A-bomb. Froof knows it's there. He
Just
almost
missed
was
it.
able to get that. I'll give the man the spotlight. Let's see what he does. And there's the Deimos ping again. He's going to have to win a gunfight here, which he has been known to do. But not this round. Wait him out, wait him out, wait him out. And then go.
They had a
like I
Valkyrie
said.
up there.
They sure did. 2-1 attackers, 2-1 attackers. It was a kind of a dominant start.
Yeah, that hatch work by Red, I think, was changed that whole round.
Yeah, you're catching Goose Guy by surprise.
Also,
and he might not even know who Amaru is. I don't remember when Amaru was released, but he said the last operator he remembered when he played was Osa.
I think Amaru was well before that.
That could be a big old surprise. Right up to Keister.
I think Froof needs to stick closer to site here. He can't just give up site. Oh man, I don't think we'll see seeing that round.
I don't think we're going to see him stay close to site. Difficult to tell how much of his movement had to be done because he kept getting Deimos. And honestly, that's a really good play. Goose Guy's sticking with that guaranteed contribution at the intel. Never hurts. And I do like the shotgun out of the mute. Can pack a punch with that puppy. Ike's going to get excited when he listens back to that stream.
Oh boy.
5 seconds to go.
Activating camera.
It'll be interesting to see how the Mythics decide to shift up their attack on this site. Now that Damus is banned, obviously no Amaru, more of a traditional push, I'd imagine.
I don't think it changes how Daddy will play this.
We have one down. We have one dead. Fusil picks him up on spawn.
Wow.
From the window.
Daddy entered into bedroom.
Yep, similar push coming out of Daddy. Fusil is going to be flanking up that. The phone call might catch him here. We'll see. There it is. Daddy Two Eyes picks it up. 2v2.
They got cams too. Oof.
Start shooting those out cams, boys. And they have loads of time. 2 minutes left. They can do a slow coordinated drone and push. You gotta like the spot the Mythics are in here. Goose Guy does pick up that drone kill. Love to see it. John needs to rotate back across. Goose Guy's in a bad spot here, and he's taking gunfights.
He's taking it to Daddy though. He's out.
Whew, he is out. They need to get back on site.
John stepped in.
John has stepped in. Goose Guy needs to get around, maybe to that rotate to just provide a different angle of fire.
There he goes.
Looks like he's working on a flank. Red Rorschach is going for the plant. Daddy Two Eyes with the phone call and the cover. Oh, they sniffed out the flank. And is it a double sniff? Goose Guy has completely stopped. They must. The black eye cam is up in this top corner of aquarium by the door, so they have pings for both of them. Looks like Goose Guy was content with sort of baiting the fallback, and now is going to push back. Red Rorschach's going for the plant. Daddy Two Eyes with the cover. John's in a tough spot here. He's going to have to do something, I think, and it'll be. Oh, Goose Guy picks up his kill. That's the refrag on that Daddy Two Eyes. Red Rorschach gets the plant down and is rotated in a good position to cover. We'll see. We'll see how Goose Guy's feeling. There's the C4. You know how that feels. Going for a bait defuse probably. They do have the cam back behind him that should let the Mythics know whether or not he was sticking it. But he pulls off and Red Rorschach ends it. Peekaboo.
His little head right on there.
He sure did. Talk about a crosshair placement.
Well, not where the Psychos want to be.
Not at all. And there's the Dokubi call and the mute counter. They just keep playing it up and then banning the op that the other team played the next round.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see it.
It's what the Blackbeard does because they got sick and tired of the Blackbeard on border. So it took that first ban. So then you're playing catch up.
Check that scoreboard right there for those Psychos, please, and tell me who's on top.
Lord have
the
mercy.
goose is loose.
He's loose.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused.
Here we are. Kitchen. Must win for the Psychos. A nice call to switch off that, though.
Yeah, it just wasn't working.
No point in playing it 3 times. Yep. Goose Guy with the Ella. I'm not entirely sure I like that pick just because her gun
I can't even control that thing.
Brother, that thing is a ceiling shooter. I do like that Ozzy play out of John. Just helps that intel denial.
Yep.
Because this team has love to drone.
I wonder if Roof knows
that
about
was
the
one
castle glitch. Maybe that's what he's trying to pull off here.
Castle glitch. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Tell us more.
Something about abandoning matches without a penalty or something. He's
what?
Yeah, he's banned in ranked.
In Pro League? Oh, in ranked.
Yeah.
Wow. That's insane. We know how Fruitzilla does like to abandon his team, especially after things start to go south.
Daddy is just in. He's feeling
Yep.
himself.
It's honestly not the daddy that you want to be playing against. Trust me, as one who has done it and lost to it. John does have the position, though, to counter this push if he decides to get frisky and push right into sight. The sledge above is going to be a problem, though.
Roofy's playing up there, though.
Froof is up there. Was up there.
We're still up
he's
there.
in luggage now. Yep.
John Goose
Daddy's getting the drone on. Yep, on John.
They got 2 upstairs now.
Oh, the fuses on Goose Guy could be happening here shortly. Red Rorschach enters into bedroom and is looking just to cause some chaos up top. Make Goose Guy squirm a bit. John's rotated back upstairs. All 3 defenders are upstairs, and the site is downstairs. Never mind, Goose Guy is firmly planted on site. Looking like the fuses are about to commence. Time to see that Goose run. He gets absolutely butt blasted by 1.
You know,
And there
he
goes
needs
the
to
swarm.
just stay where he was. It's the safest
Yep.
place you can be.
It's like lightning. Don't fuse it twice. I mean, he's in a tough spot with the Red Rorschach sledge up top.
Oh, that's true.
Fuse number 2 right over his head, but it didn't matter because Daddy picked him up from Sunrise. John's still holding that rotate. Looks like Fruitzilla is back to main lobby. Hopefully going to put some pressure on that A site if they decide to push. John is slow on that rotate catching Daddy. Daddy is in sight. He's going right to window to get the plant down. Plant is happening. I imagine we'll have a fuse above it too. Not looking good for the Psychos here.
Wow.
John got the kill. Had to be last second.
John's
That
got
is
himself
huge.
stuck, though. He's
30 seconds left, and now the Psychos have to retake site, grab the diffuser, and get a plant.
It's right by that window, though, which helps, I think.
It does help. Fruitzilla needs to get back into position to help. He's getting a rotate back through blue, and is going to be applying pressure from kitchen door. John is hiding. Red Rorschach is in, has the plant. John had to bail. He's going to go get that push. They push at the
Double
same time.
team. Beautiful.
Excellent work from the Psychos. 5 seconds left. Diffusers inside. 2 defenders alive. 2-1 for the attackers, just like we called it.
Operators, you have run out of time.
I mean, that had to be
That was
under a quarter of a second.
It's insane.
We'll watch it back. We'll post it. We'll show you boys. Do the Psychos have some magic left? They're going to need to pull a rabbit out of a hat here to even this series up and force overtime. Actually, I guess technically they can still win.
They need overtime. I mean, they need a point in the standings.
A standing point. I'm just meant overtime in this round.
Oh.
They don't even need overtime. John was hung that round. Thank you, Billy on bro.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Here we go. Mythics choose to defend the traditional billiards and hookah site first. With that Aruni coming right out the rip. Love to see it.
And I would like to see that banned right off the bat.
First. Yeah, there's the denial aspect of Echo, but other than that, the camera aspect is there are better ops that can do it. So you're not really hamstringing him by banning that right out the gate. But the Aruni, there's nothing like it.
5 seconds remaining. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
I don't want to point this out, but I've seen Red get quite a few reinforced walls here.
Oh, you know he's going to be talking about that in his group chat later with his boys.
I have a tally going, Red, so you don't have to worry about counting them.
I've never seen a man fume quite like that over just a simple reinforcement or lack thereof.
Whew, end of the world.
It might as well have been. But look how he's got his boys performing.
Yeah, that's true. Iron Fist.
Iron Fist. That is the motto of the Juggernauts. Seems he's rubbed off on you, and you've rubbed off on him.
We've done
and
a lot of
you've
rubbing
rubbed
off
each
on
other off.
quite a bit.
John from work is making a push as knock up into luggage, looking hopefully to catch somebody off guard here. The phone call's going down. John should hear it. Red Rorschach is aware, though. He's got that line of sight locked down and then bails on it. Does not know. John is just creeping in. Red Rorschach does have a nice little zombie set up there, but he's not looking John's way. He is now that Frusilla opened that door. Gadget-wise, John should have a couple nades if he so chooses. The flash on Red Rorschach goes down. Not sure. I'm not sure who threw that, honestly. Or was it Goose Guy underneath flashing himself? Time will tell. We don't know. Oh, Froof's going to put pressure, it looks like maybe from the main window.
That is a scary place to be.
It's a scary place to be, but it also, if you can get control of it, is, I mean, it's a rotate killer. Where's old Kippin' It Clean? He is offsite. One ying down and a phone call, both at the same time. Kippin' It Clean's holding main L stairs. Goose Guy's making a push maybe to come up blue. John is trying to take sight.
Red got pushed out. Daddy took his spot.
Yep, a good rotate. They're using all these gadgets just to bait a plant. There's a C4 down. That's huge. Keeping it clean is making a push. Looks like a flank on John. Froof might be there to stop him, though. Keeping it clean picks up the kill on Froof, but gets refragged by John. Two Mythics on site. Neither of them pushing John. Goose Guy needs to get up the stairs and make something happen here. Red Rorschach is holding down that staircase, though. John and Daddy are exchanging.
John squirming.
And he goes down to Daddy. Here it is. The weight of the world on the Goose. And he's going to get picked off from Hookah by Red Rorschach. You hate to nitpick, especially on something as crazy as that, but John was in pretty quick. And then Fruitzilla opened that aquarium door and drew all attention back to that side on John. Who knows if he had gotten in sneaky and maybe gotten one or two before he went down.
And that's where I think the Aruni, this has to be Aruni here, because that kept John from being able to get in.
Yep. There you have it, and the Ying. Match point psychos. Here we go.
Do we want to get a poll up, or...
Yeah, we can toss a poll up here. Start a poll. This would be our interview.
Yep.
Post. Who do you want to offer up as a tribute?
We can do old Daddy and Trumbull, and Al and Goose and John.
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Winner or loser, we don't care who we hear from.
Post is up, boys. Go ahead and toss your votes in there who you want to hear from after potentially this match. Could be next match. James Lyden, good night, sir. We appreciate you tuning in. We will catch you.
Don't forget to vote.
He's gone. He might not have been gone. We got a 50-50 split going so far in the poll. Honestly, I'm hoping we don't need the poll just yet.
I mean, that's what I was doing. I'm trying to get that announcer jinx. I'm 1 for 1 on that.
Okay. Would love to see the Psychos push overtime here, get the win, and then we get a game 3. Everybody wins. What do we got out of our defense? We got the Capcan out of Keeping It Clean and the Goyo out of Daddy. That is a rough 1-2 combo. I do like the Osa out of John, though. I love Osa. Looks like Fruitzilla's blowing up some Goyos, trying to get a push on delivery. Maybe started here with John. These guys were rolling around to kitchen window. Rorschach has punched out the bedroom window upstairs, potentially threatening some sort of a peek there. Oh, 80 Poor makes a good point for his vote. He wants the kip, and he wants to know just how awkward it is, and all about the tension between
Great question.
his two leaders. Essentially, it's a two daddy situation. John is pushing in delivery, catching some fire from Daddy here. Oh, so shield is set up.
Goyo does have impacts. I'm not sure if that's what Daddy's running.
Looks like he has used one impact and has one left. Fruitzilla is picking up a couple Goyos along the way with his Twitch drone. Twitch drone down from main stairs. Red Rorschach got the drone and is rotating back up. Looks like the cover from above, potentially. Keeping It Clean gets lit up by Goose Guy. Fruitzilla is looking to take main lobby. Red Rorschach is still up top. The runout's coming down. Fruitzilla reads it, gets the kill. John got the kill.
Wow.
Excellent work out of the Psychos. That's exactly what they needed.
Good job knowing what Red likes to do here.
Billy on Bro says he would love to hear from our boy Goose Guy and to get his thoughts on the new operator Dokkaebi.
Well, I mean, we got a 3-way tie, so
we have a 3-way tie going on, and we still have this round to go. 30 seconds left. Psychos are in the driver's seat just a bit, but still not in a great spot.
Switch the attack
overall.
point, which is great.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Goose Guy's covering the flank from Kippin It Clean.
There we
Picks up
go,
the kill
Goose.
on Kippin. And John from work is in and cleans it up on Daddy Two Eyes. Attackers win 2-3.
Red,
excellent work.
Yeah, Red was able to do that run out because of the score of this game. That wasn't like it was risky, but they could take it based on being up 3-1. See if it comes back to bite them.
The PP touches are near. That sounds like a threat. Or a reward. Excellent work out of Goose there to catch that fire across from Kippin It Clean and then the fire on John and have the awareness to, I'm covering this flank. You go plant. You don't need me inside.
He got shots on Keeping It Clean early in the round and kind of had that in the back of his mind where he was, so he's able to hold him there. It was a great play by Goose.
Yeah, love to see it. The man's heating up. Scoreboard check shows him at career high 2 kills. Actually, don't think that's the case. I think he had 3 in 1. Either way, excellent work. They're back in the kitchen.
Red said, "I am not doing that again. I'll be right here."
They did. The Brava is open if Fruitzilla, who loves Brava, would like to play it and steal some of these Rorschach cameras. Wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
The vigil out of Keeping It Clean is interesting.
There it is. There's the Brava switch. That is an interesting pick. I don't honestly know. Is it a Boss G? I saw him with his sidearm out.
I don't see anything right now. I'm not.
It'll show us in that.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
That's the sidearm. Interesting. It might be a Boss G.
It is a
visual.
Boss
There
G.
it is. Yep. And you know what that's a result of? The Western game mode. He has been clapping cheeks with the Boss G.
Wow. Love to see it.
Love to see it. Fruitzilla is on that Brava drone. Going to be looking for some cameras, some targets acquired. And Goose and John looking to push Sunrise. Goose Guy's droning out for John. Love the teamwork there. Oh, Red is doing his classic hold on kitchen window from up top on that little ledge.
I still don't see where he is. Oh, there he is.
He was up on the ledge. He's
in the
rotated
corner.
off, but he
in
was
the corner.
prone, and you can see through that through that shot out wall onto window.
That is a filthy man.
That is a filthy man, and there is at least one camera acquired for the Psychos. Daddy Two Eyes does go to punch it.
It's tough being offside as the maestro. You're not able to defend your cameras.
Yep. I don't know. It took Daddy about 6 swings to get that camera. I don't know what exactly was going on there. Keeping it clean's taking his fire. Fires both of his slugs pretty quickly there. It looks like John and Goose Guy are entertaining a firefight here on Blue Bar.
Froofy's spending his round on drone. I don't know if I like that.
That's what you get out of Froofy, though. Especially on Brava, he's going to spend most of it on drone, and then he'll attack with 35 seconds left and a mad dash.
Yep, Red came back to sight.
Yep, that's a good play out of him, rotating back just to support Daddy there. They've left Kipping It Clean all alone, and all alone is not where he needs to be. The Goose is loose. 2v3 for the Mythics here on this match point round. Phone call goes down. Love to see it. They can keep that pressure. John is fused and has not gone upstairs once, but he is peeking Daddy. They know he's there. Goose is loose, goes in. He doesn't even care, and he guns down Daddy. He's got to rip this Legion out before he dies. The Psychos have sight. Plants going down, and Red is working on a rotate. That soft wall might come in clutch here. He's going to mow down Fruitzilla, but not if the Goose has anything to say about it. Keeps him off of the planter. Red Rorschach is in a rough spot here. Picks up one, though.
And the ace out of Goose.
The ace. The Goose is loose.
Ike trying to make up for the foot kill on border.
I'm a nice guy, I swear. Go Goose Guy. Fruitzilla starting the Goose Guy chant. And there it is.
Oh, boy.
It's
Let it be known that I did not bring this up.
You did not bring it up, but we do have our ICE agent on the line. He is watching the stream.
I believe he went to
everybody,
bed.
if you have voted, everybody, please switch that vote off of Daddy Two Eyes and on to Goose.
This isn't a group me poll. You can't switch votes.
I'm disappointed. Excellent round out of Psychos. We have the overtime. This is
just what you called.
This is what you called.
2-1.
2-1 with your little curse. Back up top to Hookah for the Mythics. And they are without Echo, Aruni, and Mira. I feel like Daddy's kind of lost his identity with that ban.
Yeah. Rumor has it that man can't shoot a fully automatic weapon.
10 seconds left before insertion.
I'm sure we could slip a little.
5 seconds to go.
Did you adjust it? Yeah, I'm sure we could slip a little Goose in. Could get him in for a question. Get them both in.
We're getting Goose in for all the questions. The boys want the Goose. Like we've said, boys, the poll is up. Go ahead and get your votes in.
New poll?
Nope, same poll. It's crazy. It's all Goose. I don't know how that happened. I should have just
done
Goose. Yep.
All right, let's get focused. This is still.
This is big. This is it.
Mythic's getting defense.
Holy
proof!
Pulled a page out of Deifire's
I've
book
never seen that. I mean, that is
pummels him. I don't even know where that was from, but he sat him down.
Sat him down.
If the Psychos are going to win an attack, that's what they needed.
John was able to. Who's John playing? John is Sins.
Sins. Yep.
Okay.
Fruitzilla is still out on that window, just applying the pressure where needed.
It's great
Goose
pressure
guy
as
on
long
the
as you can get a push from these guys, from his teammates,
to make the defenders move.
Absolutely.
Yep. Which John and Goose, I mean, those are the two that you need for that plant. Red Rorschach's in dangerous territory, crawling underneath that window. So that's a smart play by a veteran. John's about to get flanked, though, from Kippen, top main. I don't know if he hears it.
He hears it now.
He should hear it now, but he's not
He
even
didn't
looking.
hear it?
Goose Guy picks up the kill on Red Rorschach, and it is a 2v1.
They do know where he
is. Yep,
Proof going to get to window.
Get up to window, exactly. And there's a phone call from Goose Guy. Keeping it clean is in a bad spot here.
Where is Diffuser?
The Diffuser is also in a bad spot here. It's right in front of Goose Guy. He's got to go across and get it. He gets it. He takes it to site. He gets stuck on the door. Plant is going down. And here we go, keeping it clean. Let's see what he has. Fruzilla's looking the wrong direction, but Goose Guy did plant on the correct side of A there. Plants down. They know where he is. Fruzilla picks it up.
Huge.
Psychos are looking good. Goose Guy with the stones to pull out his camera. He plants it, doesn't move, and pulls out his camera. Okay, enough of that. We can't be biased.
I mean, it could have been anybody. It could have been Daddy with that, and I still would have been proud.
Would you? I
No.
don't even know. You would have been sickened. What a game this is turning out to be. The Psychos have rallied back.
What a game. I mean, insane. And
they are
on
now
attacks.
in position to win. Yep, on attacks. Wild. We do have our Amru play out of Red Rorschach and Nomad out of Daddy. Back to our comfort picks.
I don't know if that
I
hatch...
take that back. I don't know if that's a comfort pick out of Red Rorschach.
I don't know if the
feel like
hatch
he ever
trick will
plays
work
it.
twice.
If the way this
Well, it
game's
won't
been
work
playing,
here.
it won't work here. But I'm not going up a hatch with Goose Guys in the same room the way this game's going.
Psycho
Billy
captain.
on Bro wants to know if there's a captain controversy.
Well, I mean,
Is
if
the Goose
Ice gets involved,
to
we're...
lose. Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
Different conversation.
Yep.
Camera in position.
Love to see it. Excellent game. This is
If we
this
could
is
just
the
get
parity
a
our league needs.
if we could just get a well-rounded game, match 3. If we go there, could be. Who knows?
Who knows? We'll find out. Hopefully, after this round, we'll be all in for a treat. Billy on Bro understands we got to keep the Goose off the books. He gets it. This is the not a standard 3 out of the Psychos. Goose Guy playing Thorn, that's new for him, and Froof playing Valkyrie, that's new for him this game. Quick Lesion picked up by Daddy Two Eyes.
That could be a Legion. That could be a Frost. That could be a Capcan. Anything there would catch Daddy there.
They say he has 2 eyes, but he plays like he has 0 eyes. He is on his drone, though, picking up the pings on Fruitzilla. Fruitzilla does see the cam, picks it up.
Goose in trouble again.
Goose is in a bit of a bind. Ram over top. Goosey got to move. All right, he's rolling around there, squirming. And Froof has wasted Daddy's time over there. He is still trying to entertain the idea of a blue push, and Froof is in the main lobby. Meanwhile, Red Rorschach has torn up all of the upstairs.
Oh my.
And keeping it clean from the roof. From downtown, picks up that kill on John from work. Fruitzilla is working on a flank on Daddy Two Eyes. And Red Rorschach and Goose Guy are going at it.
Proof with a flank on Daddy. Let's see if that works.
It'll be a trouble. I think that there's a Nomad on his doorway. I'm not sure if he'll be able to push. Goose Guy's going after him, but gets picked off. This is an excellent push by the Mythics. They should have sight pretty clear if they just knew where Fruitzilla was. Daddy Two Eyes sprints through, as in A is calling out that it's clear. Keeping it clean is entering now to get that plant down. And Red Rorschach's droning.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has
But
been
the
Oh
thorn
my
from
goodness.
the goose. That's huge. That bought some time. Might put him in a worse situation, but get Fruitzilla a chance to get back to sight. He knows the plant's going down. They got a camera in there, and he's going to come in spraying.
activating diffuser. Attacker
Not spraying hard enough to counter that Nomad.
compromised.
We are in for a treat. Back-to-back 9-round matches.
This is insane.
Scoreboard check for us there.
Sure, let's see. Look at that goose.
Who has the most kills in this lobby right now? The goose.
I once had a fear of geese.
I still do. It's like we're back in the bread and butter for the psychos here, though. They're on attack. That Dokkaebi has been lethal at a goose guy.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
Here we go. This is it. The moment we've all been waiting for.
I wonder if we get a switch from Froof back to that Brava.
I mean, possibly look to steal some Fenrir's and some Legions.
Bomb located by attackers.
With it being Froof, I feel like he's great with Bravo, but you'd almost want him. I feel like he's more comfortable with Twitch,
or maybe even John switching.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know what the Aurora is actually going to do here. You know, like what's it gonna...
Ultimately, if they're going for a kitchen plant, he can hit both of the doors. They would have to rotate through from B side, but that's about it.
Huh.
That being said, we'll see what he has in store for us. Oh, Logan, my man. Yep, back-to-back 9 rounds. Appreciate you stopping by. We saw your advertisement at the halftime show. Appreciate all the things you do for $5, brother.
Drone up and running.
Looks like we're getting that traditional, as is customary, John and Goose sticking together, forming some push onto a site, while Fruitzilla does what Fruitzilla does. Shots are getting fired there. Thorn?
No,
I don't know what I heard.
That was Aurora.
Wild.
Daddy has stalled this attack by holding down.
He has stalled it, but John and Goose have rotated pretty quickly. They're not wasting too much time on that sunrise push. But Red Rorschach's just locking them down.
I mean, nothing they can do here with the Fenrir there.
Froof and keeping it clean had been going toe-to-toe there, just playing a game of chicken there. John's getting the drones, but he didn't pick up that Fenrir trap at the window. Goose Guy gets lit up crossing the window. John's rotating around for a delivery push. Fruitzilla is still up top, trying to lock down courtyard, it looks like. That rotate to main lobby. They've droned out delivery, exploded it. Should get a phone call coming from Goose Guy here in a second.
Roof needs to get involved here.
Yep. 30 seconds left, and he's upstairs. There we go. Fruitzilla activated. Drop courtyard. Keeping it clean heard it, but is pushing back into office.
Dome panel shut.
Fruit's rotating right around to him, though. We'll see what goes down. 20 seconds left to decide this round. One smoke.
Fenrir is going to be costly here.
Fenrir is going to be costly.
10 seconds left.
Drusilla's going to push bathroom with Daddy twice right in there. Daddy's going to catch him in the back. John gets the kill on Rorschach, and it is starting the plant. Goose Guy's in an interesting spot.
No.
Downs one.
Wow.
Needed to pull off and cover the plant. What a defense out of keeping it clean.
Wow.
There you have it. 2 hard-fought victories. 2 points for the Mythics, and nothing out of those games for the Psychos. That is brutal.
Well done by everyone.
Well done by everyone. Let's see if we can summon a goose.
Let's get a goose in here. Get this booth back up.
How do where do we find the goose? We want goose.
I can just message in here. Can I?
Yeah. Oh, Joe's about to get a phone call. He got a phone call. It didn't matter. Wild game.
Insane.
Interesting to see. Like we had already discussed, is this the start of the steamroll for the Psychos?
I mean, Goose getting rolling is, and Proof honestly on border. They're going. They're moving.
They're moving. You're gonna have a matchup against my boys next time.
No love on Goose.
Maybe we switch out of the broadcaster booth.
Maybe. I don't think that's the problem.
Gentlemen, it seems the Goose has gone off the grid.
We can get
We're not sure.
Daddy in.
We can get Daddy in. We're not sure to what extent this might be, hacks related.
Yeah.
But we're trying to get a guy here for you for this post-game interview.
It's going to be a disappointment, but a bigger disappointment considering it's Daddy, I think.
We could get Kippen to ask him about the 2 Daddy situation.
Let's just have everybody.
Bring the whole squad over. Bring somebody over. Oh, we got the Goose. See you, Daddy.
Oh, they both.
Oh, we lost them both. Oh, goodness. It's a package deal, I guess. We want Goose.
Hello.
We'll take Daddy.
Was Goose coming?
We're not sure.
Hello.
We're not sure.
Welcome.
Okay.
What a game.
Yeah, what a game. I mean,
what a game. That was tight.
Back-to-back 9-rounders.
Let's see. Let me pull up some questions. We got a couple questions for you, there, Mr. Daddy. This doesn't really have much to do about the game that just was played, but it's been well known that you work out. You've been working out a lot.
Yeah.
And I've heard that you've been working out so your kids respect you. Do you think they even know your name, or do they still call you the sweaty man with the Labradoodle hoodie?
Yikes.
Some of the smarter ones know my name. They've picked up on that by now. But there's a couple of them that realistically don't even care that I exist. So
okay,
that's a bit of a sore spot.
Next question would be, any update on the phone call situation? Any calls come through this game?
No, not that I haven't heard from anyone.
Nothing on your end
as of yet. No, nothing on my end. So yeah, really, there's been no movement. But I stand by my captain.
We have 2 chat questions for you real quick before you go. Question number 1 from Billy on Bro. How many melees does it take to destroy a Maestro camera?
Apparently too many. That whoever was operating that camera was squirrely with it. Really couldn't get in there. Took me 4 or 5 to even crack the lens.
It was impressive.
Beyond that, it really made me wonder about my strength. I've been working out like you said, but could not
to gain that respect. And then the other question we had from our boy Logan, the $5 handyman, if you know what I'm saying, is what is your name?
What is my name?
What is your name? Like, your kids don't know it. We don't know it. I mean, you have no respect in this group, and you're still here.
Just call me Daddy.
Okay. Well, I had more questions.
Daddy comes and Daddy goes.
Any chance we can get a goose in here?
I think the goose is actually loose, and we are out of luck. But gentlemen, everybody, thanks for playing. Great night. Day of Fire, always a pleasure.
Yeah, great broadcast. Had a lot of fun.
We will catch you gentlemen on the next one, and we will keep you up to date as to when that may be.